Tracy Canella, and welcome to my eating disorder recovery channel. I appreciate you being here with me today. I thought that I would give you a brief introduction about me and about some of the things that I hope to be doing. I thought it would be kind of fun to go back to 2018 when I first started doing videos. And I introduced myself back then, and I think it'd be kind of interesting to find out what I did since then, how many of the things that I wanted to do came true, and any other information. So let's go on a little bit of a journey, shall we? This is a video that I recorded back in 2018 when I was first getting started and on YouTube and making videos and trying to promote myself with classes and online trainings, consulting, anything that I could possibly do to further the message of treating eating disorders and other mental health conditions in our community and beyond. And so let's take a look at me back in 2018, and I will be inserting some commentary now and again. So let's take a listen, shall we? Okay. I'm Tracy Canella, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor with a private practice at McCaughey Counseling and Consulting in Washington State. And I am so excited to tell you a bit about how I got to be where I am today and living my dream of being a healing professional in a successful private practice. Now, I bet you're wondering why you should listen to me, of all people, when I talk to you about being a successful healing professional in private practice. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, and then you can decide whether or not you want to listen, okay? Well, my dream started when I was 10 years old, and I used to love watching the Bob Newhart show on TV. And I still do. We were just watching it last night, by the way. He was successful. He made lots of money. He had all kinds of weird friends. It was wonderful. And I loved watching Bob Newhart. And I thought, how great would it be to help people and also have some really wacky, crazy, funny friends and family members? So I thought, if I could do that and make lots of money, count me in. And I have to say that did happen. I do have a bunch of crazy, wacky friends and family members, and I am one of them. Plus, I've got a bunch of YouTube friends that are a little bit crazy and wacky, and I am making quite a bit of money. So it's a win, win, win. But I also want to add that it's not all about the money. It's more about returning all the phone calls and the emails and the cries for help. And that's where my time goes mainly. And I want to say that I give away a lot of free time happily to you. I was so excited about my dream. I was only 10 years old, but I told everybody about it. I knew I would need a lot of extra schooling, but I didn't care. I love to learn, and nothing was going to stop me from living this dream. Well, as I grew older, I not only learned that college is expensive, but I also learned that our family was pretty poor. In fact, the only way I was going to get into college was if I went into the military and got the GI Bill, or somehow got a scholarship. Well, I considered my options, and the military. Yeah, I'm disciplined and I can get up early, but I have high maintenance hair and I really don't like taking orders. I still do have high maintenance hair. So that ruled that option out. Option 2, getting a scholarship. While it was true I had good grades, I didn't think that I had good enough grades to be able to get a scholarship. So I ruled out option 2. In fact, I ruled out my whole entire dream altogether. It was disappointing, but I refocused my energy into something that I could do, which was play music. I was in all kinds of bands and through my high school years,
And as I got to be a junior and a senior in high school, I played the saxophone, flute, and clarinet. I was in jazz band, concert band, and I was in marching band, and I loved every bit of it. In fact, by the time I was a senior in high school, guess what? I was the lead alto player in our jazz band. That's pretty much the highest saxophone position you can get in a band. Pretty amazing, huh? So I bet you're wondering why I'm talking about music and I am now a healing professional. That seems way off the path, right?
Not really. A lot of people incorporate music in their therapies, and I have as well.
Well, I'm only telling you about it because that's where my path began. What happened next was just a crazy little twist that helped me to become a healing professional.
And now there's been plenty of crazy twists. And I'm a healing professional, not by my first choice, but because it is where my path has led me.
In fact, there are all kinds of twists and turns that can happen in your life. You might be there right now at a place where maybe you've had to give up your dream, or you might be at a place in your life where it doesn't seem like you're on the right path. Well, if you're there, I'll just offer you some encouragement. I was able to make it work. You know how I did it? I stayed on a path
And you can too. Stay on a path. Just stay on a path anywhere.
of some sort. I didn't give up on any path. I just kept going. I remember Bob Newhart and I remember the dream, and it was in the back of my mind. But just because I couldn't get to that dream didn't mean that I couldn't have fun on the way.
By the way, look at that cat, Mana. I mean, she is so freaking cute. I've got her sister like sleeping in the back of me right now. But look at her little mouth and how she's looking up at me. She is such a doll.
And learn a lot because I did love to learn. And it really took a lot of time, but finally, after 20 years, yes, you heard it right, 20 years, I got my 4 year degree.
That is true. I couldn't afford to get a degree any sooner than that. I kept going on the path. And after 20 years, I got a 4 year degree,
And then went to grad school, got a degree in counseling psychology,
which took another 3 years.
and I was good to go.
Except I had to get my license, which took 3 to 4 years more.
A few years ago, I got really flooded with phone calls and didn't know what to do. People who wanted to see me, and I just didn't have the time anymore. And I reached out to my therapist community who are really great in helping encourage me and support me. And they encouraged me to open up a group practice. And I did. And I hired 2 people to help me. And they are amazing.
They are still amazing. The group practice isn't anymore. I think I have just accepted the fact that I am not meant to be a group practice owner. I am meant to be a solo practitioner who mentors people into the field happily, and that's okay. I've got my own abundance now.
So now it's 2018, and my practice is still growing, and it's abundant, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And I want to share how I got here with you. Not only my story, which you've just heard a little bit of, but the things that help my practice be great. Now that you know a little bit about me, if you want more information, you can go to my website at www.lokahicounseling.com, and you can join my Facebook group, Living the Dream. This is your guide to being a healing professional in a successful private practice.
Well, we don't have the Facebook group anymore, but I still would like to mentor people into our community to be healing professionals for sure.
And if you'd like to take one of my trainings, that would be wonderful. Great.
And I am going to be offering a couple of trainings, one to mentor in mental health professionals into the field of eating disorders, and another to help parents who have teens who are struggling with eating disorders or disordered eating behaviors, who would like to have coaching and or self-help information that is completely guided by me. So stay tuned for that.
and it would be awesome to meet you if you wanted to do some consulting with me.
Yes, I still offer consulting, and it would be awesome to meet with you.
I thank you once again. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, wasn't that great? Oh my gosh. I feel like I had so much more energy back then, but then I look at myself now and I'm like, I still have a bunch of energy. I would really like to be able to help people, help others. And that's what my Calming the Chaos podcast channel is about. And that is what my self-help groups are about and about what my practice is about, like helping people help themselves. What an awesome thing, right? I love that message and that theme. So that's a little bit about myself. Thank you so much for listening. And if you are interested in continuing to listen to the material that is on this channel, I would appreciate it. And you might just learn something and be able to help somebody help themselves. Take care in the meantime. I appreciate you watching.